Why are these people protesting? Do they not want the war to end? Are they seriously pushing for the U.S. to keep sending billions in military aid while hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians continue to die?
To the nation's capital now, where U.S. Secret Service shot a man near the White House this morning, and we've learned that man is from Indiana.
Yeah, I could say more, but I'll leave it at that because I already know what's coming next. Y'all are gonna call Dalu a conspiracy theorist, but hey, it is what it is. What the heck is wrong with these people? If you know what they've been smoking or drinking, drop it in the comments. For real, I need some of that. Might help me forget all my sorrows.
Show no, just got paid, mama, what's up? I'm too blessed, no love. I'm way up, I'm stuck. Feeling good tonight. I came out with the hood tonight. Which one of y'all boys would tonight? Might just do a little jug tonight. Tryna get back like ABC. Count digits like 1, 2, 3.
Yo, what's good, folks? Welcome to Dalu Unleashed, the no cap zone. The only show where we say it like it is. No filters, no apologies, and definitely no cap. In this first episode, we're diving deep into two stories that are shaking the game right now. First, a gunman outside the White House and his dark secret, and then J.D. Vance's two-word response that left the left absolutely spinning. Strap in, it's about to get real. All right, so let's talk about this crazy situation outside the White House where a dude from Indiana rolled up, walked around like it was the hood, armed and dangerous. So get this right, this dude parked his vehicle on 17th and G Streets, just a stone's throw away from the president's home, and was walking, strapped up. G Street, ain't that something? Right outside the most secure building on the planet. Midnight stroll through DC, you know, like he's on some late night mission from Indiana Jones or something. But nah, he wasn't raiding tombs. He was brandishing a firearm. And of course, the Secret Service was like, now fam, and let him know what time it was. Shots were fired. The dude got sent to the hospital. And we're all just left like, bro, what just happened? But here's the kicker. The guy had a dark secret. Turns out this dude was suicidal. And guess where he drove to? You guessed it, right to the Capitol to confront his demons. Now tell me, what's up with that? I'm all for second chances, but this is a whole different level of how not to solve your problems. And while all this was happening, where was President Trump? Down in Mar-a-Lago, handling presidential business or maybe playing a round of golf, completely unbothered. Meanwhile, this guy was out here trying to have an armed showdown with the Secret Service.
To the nation's capital now, where U.S. Secret Service shot a man near the White House this morning, and we've learned that man is from Indiana. Investigators say local police here warned the Secret Service about 27-year-old Andrew Dawson from North Manchester, Indiana. Police said Dawson was headed to Washington, D.C. from Indiana, maybe armed with a BB gun, and he was potentially suicidal. Well, around midnight, Secret Service found Dawson's parked car. Then, when they spotted him walking, they say he pulled a gun on police.
As officers approached, the individual brandished a firearm, at which time an armed encounter ensued, and Secret Service personnel discharged their service weapons.
Dawson was shot and taken to a hospital. No word tonight on his condition. No one from Secret Service was injured in this. D.C. police now investigating.
Now, here's the real question. Where's the left and the media on this one? You already know they'll try to bury it, just like they did with the other assassination attempts. Instead of taking a hard look at their own inflammatory rhetoric, they'll spin it, downplay it, and somehow still find a way to blame Trump. But their efforts, completely useless. Just another desperate attempt to throw him under the bus. And at this point, we're losing count. How many times have they tried to take this man out? Trump has been dealing with death threats since day one. We've had shooters coming at him from both sides, literally, and not in a good way. And this is the same guy who stood up at the State of the Union and called for unity.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
before y'all start playing dumb, let's not forget Butler, Pennsylvania. Yeah, when a guy shot at Trump while he was speaking to the crowd, grazed his ear, bullet flew, blood streamed, and suddenly the left went quiet. CNN and the rest of the left-wing media spent hours that night calling it pop sounds at Trump's rally. Pop sounds?
Oh, I'm sorry, Congressman Garcia. Something has happened at the Trump... Oh, we see Donald Trump there at a rally in Pennsylvania. You can see his face. There's blood coming from his ear. Not exactly sure what has happened, but those are Secret Service agents trying to pull Donald Trump off the stage. He's pumping his fist in the air. The crowd is chanting USA, USA. Again, this is live. This is live from a Trump rally in Pennsylvania, in Butler, Pennsylvania. Former President Donald Trump, something happened, clearly some kind of an attack. You see there clearly blood on his right ear as Secret Service try to push him into the SUV.
Even MSNBC still has popping sounds in the title of this video as we speak. Like, seriously, call it what it is, gunshots. What the heck is wrong with these people? If you know what they've been smoking or drinking, drop it in the comments. For real, I need some of that. Might help me forget all my sorrows. Or how about the guy the Secret Service had to shoot and later arrest at Mar-a-Lago? But nah, the media would rather scream about whatever fits their narrative. Trump's always the target, but guess what? He's still standing strong. God's got him. And the Secret Service, they've been holding it down, almost MVP level, except for that Pennsylvania slip up. A gunman got on the roof and got shots off. Was that just a major failure or something else? Either way, they better tighten up. Yeah, I could say more, but I'll leave it at that because I already know what's coming next. Y'all are gonna call Dalu a conspiracy theorist, but hey, it is what it is. Now let's flip the script for a second. J.D. Vance, Trump's VP, and yes, you know the name, was just minding his business, pushing his kid in a stroller when some Slava Ukraini protesters decided to stalk him.
Wanted to be called up for what they said, the Russians said, was an illegal war there. Well, sir, I agree with you, actually. The Russians do have some manpower problems. The Ukrainians have more manpower problems. The Russians are larger, their armies are larger, they have more population, they have more military age males and females. Exactly why we should be supporting them.
Right, don't you think it's up to the Ukrainians to decide what they want to do?
Well, again, their support, their ability to continue fighting is heavily dependent on continued American support.
Right, so you're yanking it from when people are dying.
What I told the gentleman earlier is that we think it's in the best interest of our country, and frankly in the best interest of the Ukrainians for the war to stop. And no one has articulated a
You're selling them out.
Selling them out.
Absolutely.
With respect, ma'am, I disagree. I think that what we're doing is we're actually forcing a diplomatic settlement. That if you talk to Joe Biden,
nobody in Ukraine benefits. No
what
about the Revolutionary War?
Do you think
Russia can be diplomatic?
Followed him around, yelling their lungs out, making him and his toddler a political punching bag. Imagine you're just out for a stroll with your 3-year-old daughter, and now you're caught in some political circus. You know what JD did? He gave them the 2 words we all wanted to say, shit people.
About the United States.
And this
is about a separate country, and I don't think our investment in that country can go on indefinitely. I understand your words just now is you're forcing the settlement. We're forcing both the Russians and the Ukrainians.
Russia won't settle.
Exactly. They certainly invaded Ukraine in 2022.
And 2014.
But there needs to
And
be
Georgia and Chechnya.
Ma'am?
They are the aggressor every time.
Ma'am, I understand that that's your view, and certainly
that's not our view. It's the truth. It's the facts.
And certainly,
How many other countries?
I have condemned, ma'am, please, you're interrupting. I'm speaking with you, and I'm trying to be respectful. I have condemned the invasion, but I've also condemned the perpetual war. That is the policy of the administration.
As JD calmly and respectfully answered their questions, one of them accused him of lacking integrity. JD was like, all right, that's enough. Your 15 minutes of fame, scratch that, let's make it 5 minutes, is up. He'd already told him, I'll give you 5 minutes, but only if you leave my 3-year-old daughter alone and stop yelling at her. And sure enough, they completely lost it. These people can't even self-reflect. Yelling at a man and his 3-year-old daughter, does that look like integrity to you? Unbelievable.
And I've talked to you guys
Yeah,
now
what happened? You
for
called
about 5
Trump
minutes.
America's Hitler.
And
What changed?
Ma'am, now that's a different question. I'm happy. Would you like me to talk about how I've changed my view on Donald Trump from 10 years ago? Because I talked about it a lot during the campaign, and then the American people voted and made him the president of the United States.
in our
You got
leaders.
no integrity.
It's called
Some integrity in our
You
leaders.
don't call not having any integrity.
That's what I expect
Well,
my
it must be
kids.
nice to go through life
to
and
look
see
up
that
to.
everybody who disagrees with you has no integrity. I have more respect for you, but ma'am, look at my 3-year-old daughter now, and I told you, I talked to you for 5 minutes.
Signed up for this job.
And now,
That's what you agree. Yeah, you need to explain to
I
her
did
why
not agree
people are
to have
yelling
my
at you.
3-year-old to have people run around and yell at her. And I did talk to you, and I had said, if I talk to you for a few minutes, will you leave my 3-year-old daughter alone? And you said yes. So I'd like you guys to
I will let
respect
you
that.
walk.
Thank you all. Take
But
care.
Oh, you gotta love it. JD Vance just said what everyone was thinking. No sugarcoating, no PC nonsense. He's like, yo, get a grip. Don't bring this nonsense around my kid. And what did the left do next? Lose their minds. They try to say his response was unacceptable. But let's be real. They've been pulling this kind of stunt for years. So Vance drops the shit people bomb and bam, chaos erupts on the left. But here's the kicker. They took it to X, formerly Twitter. And what does JD do? He stands his ground, telling them, I respectfully disagree with your narrative. But wait, he doesn't stop there. He straight up follows up with, if you're chasing a 3-year-old as part of a political protest, you're a shit person. I mean, come on, where's the respect when you're stalking a man and his kid? Some of these protesters were calling him a sellout. Seriously, you know what's the real sellout move? When politicians like those in the Democratic Party pretend to care about the people that are actually selling out with their flip-flop policies. So, what's the deal with the Ukraine war, right? It's showing us something crazy. The homeless Republican neocons and the Democrats, they're basically the same thing. I call the neocons homeless because there's no room for them in the current Republican Party. This is Trump's party now. That's why you had people like Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney endorsing Harris in the last election. You see how it all connects. Both the left and the homeless neocons in the Republican Party are on the same team, trying to destroy Trump's policies. They're the ones responsible for the waste and corruption Trump is trying to undo. Been doing it for decades, and now they're trying to make Trump out to be some lone wolf, like he's the problem. But nah, they are the real threat. Check this out. Before, it was the neocons pushing for endless wars and more spending, and now the Democrats want to drag us into the same mess. It's the same thing. They're two sides of the same coin. Flip a quarter, it doesn't matter which side's facing up. It's still a quarter. Why are these people protesting? Do they not want the war to end? Are they seriously pushing for the US to keep sending billions in military aid while hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians continue to die? If these protesters are so committed to helping Ukraine win, they should book a one-way flight there. Heck, they could start a GoFundMe for their one-way ticket. I'd even throw in a penny. But seriously, Trump is standing firm, telling us that we need to drain the swamp. Sure, there's going to be pushback. We can't expect these career politicians and their establishment backers to just roll over. They're fighting for their survival, but let them scream. It's a clear sign that Trump's policies are working. He just wants to end the war. Well, that's it for today, folks. This is your boy Dalu, and Dalu Unleashed. The No Cap Zone is just getting started, and if you thought this was spicy, wait till you see what we have next. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more straight talk, no cap. And check out our other content. Stay tuned, keep it real, and always remember, if they're mad at you, you're probably doing something right.